Okay, welcome back to Mashle Managing and Muscles Anime Review, episode number 21. You may notice the microphone might be sounding a little different. That's because for some reason my regular microphone just stopped working. I don't know why, it just has. I hope you all can hear me, despite the fact that my regular microphone, which is this right here, is not working. I don't honestly know what's wrong with it. I used it earlier, it worked perfectly fine. Now it's not working. Okay, for this particular one, we're discussing the fourth to last episode of season 2 of the show. And this one, of course, is called, if I can get to it, uh, Wahlberg, Baigan, and the Magic of Darkness. This episode covers chapters 66 to 80. 68. Yeah. Here's what happened. So, we're going to start with Morgan, his battle with Innocent Zero. So, basically, there was a casket that showed up at the end of the last episode. And into the casket is his old mentor, who's been dead for some time, Adam Jobs. First, I heard the name Adam, now his last name is Jobs. Now, you would think a last name like Jobs. Did the writer of the series name after the late Steve Jobs, the man who created Apple Computer? And also, the last part, a little fun fact about him was that before he passed away, the last product he ever introduced was the iPhone. Yep, that was the last special item he ever introduced before his passing at the age of 53. So we show basically off in the flashback where Adam Jobs was this very nice guy who basically created a lot of the stuff you see in the series, like, well, the way society worked, basically the education system, the Magic Bureau. He spent his later years just helping out social people who can't use magic. And the way it is currently, anybody who can't use magic has to be killed immediately, which of course, also the way that Wahlberg basically put it, some people might turn those words to something else. Like, yeah, that's true, and that's kind of what happened. I highly doubt Wahlberg was responsible for it. So after they get through all the flashbacks, they don't show exactly how he died per se. Just say he died at some point. Then we have him fighting against a necromancer who showed up last episode, actually, so like previous episode. So about him using all the slice of all this stuff. And of course, him all disappears, and this leads to what we usually see Mosh, where he's battling Cell War, and we see that where he punches him. He basically explains of why the heck that Father, well, excuse me, why Isra wants him. He wants his heart to make himself an immortal being. And apparently, Innocent Zero created 6 sons. And apparently, he created them just to make himself perfect. That is literally the reason for it. Cell War is not one of, of course, he does ask at one point, this is funny bit where Mosh basically falls asleep. He compares basically Innocent Zero's plan to protein with muscle. Like, oh, that's heavy. So he sleeps for like 10 seconds, wakes up, and falling asleep was so funny. Yes, that I thought was so funny. Then pretty much basically like, okay, so That's like Universe like, no, Garcia does somewhere does explain exactly what the heck his deal is. He's a clone. Meant to basically from create blood. That's it. And apparently, yeah, he mentioned, oh yeah, I recognize you because you're magic. If you see, he wants to know exactly who are. He doesn't remember faces, but he doesn't remember the magic. Yep. And like he basically gets so angry with him, so he basically uses this particular ability to unlock his true form of his wand. To form these 4 saw blades made of diamonds. Since 2 other keeps dodging them, one actually has space, and of course he gets rid of them by also activating his black diamond giant spear. But it looked like he ran away. Apparently, he ran out of school like 20 times, and he got behind him. He's like, he just grabbed his shoulder, and he's like, and it looks like he just hits him, falls on the ground. He stomps at him, and then his head becomes a cream puff. You're like, what the heck? And then he proceeds. he bumps his mouth and just basically suffocates him. And it turns out he actually was really suffocated by basically putting him in a chokehold and knocks him out. And that's the episode. Like, I would say the first half was really good. Second half was just pure comedy. Because it's Ma, she's funny. This is a brief thing also with the air suit just battling zombies. It was the Orzith, aka the show's version of Harry Potter. I call him that because he looks like him. No, seriously. Prove me wrong that Omar does not look like Harry Potter. I mean, design wise, he looks exactly like him. With the exception of the scar, he doesn't have a scar on his forehead, but like it's the face and the clothing is so much the same. It's obvious take on that character. But yeah, great episode. Can't wait for the remaining 3 episodes. Next one airing tomorrow. Yes, we have exactly 3 more to go, and that's it. So this is pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up is going to be a comic corner, and then it's going to be wait for it, Remonster. Okay, next video. Bye.